All right, so we've got some newbies, so I want to go over this. The whole point of today is sort of the opposite of what we work on a lot of the times. The aerobic system is king for us as middle distance runners, but you don't get better at something that you're not great at by not doing it, right? We can still get some of what the sprinters have in terms of muscle elasticity by doing things like we're doing here. The alactic system is all about that sort of quick speed, and to kind of accent that, we want to do things like this that give us what's called muscle elasticity, okay? Specific strength. So if you've ever seen people that are a little bit more on the quicker side, when they hit the ground, it looks almost like each step springs into the next one. That's because it does. Their muscles have that elasticity. That's what elastic strength is, and that's what we're working on here. When we do these jumps type training, which is called plyometrics or shock training, okay? So we're gonna do 4 activities. The first one's just gonna be like an in-place jump like this, and when you come down, make sure that you're not like bending your legs like crazy. The reason this works is because when you hit the ground, yeah, you're prepared to hit the ground, right? Your body is ready for it. You're actually preparing to hit the ground before you hit the ground, and then you spring into your next step because you hit the ground with a somewhat, what's called a stiff or rigid leg, okay? So not a locked knees, but you want to be somewhat kind of prepared to hit the ground. So the first one is just an in place like this. The second one is basically jumping jacks. You can do it with the arm action or not. The next one is going to be like a crossover like this. And then we're going to be doing bunny hops going across the field and then back. It's 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. We are doing it without shoes to add some more specific strength. Distance runners don't have to be strong in a lot of areas, but the areas that they are strong have to be extremely strong because of all the contacts, right? When your foot's in a shoe, it kind of gets lazy. It doesn't really move as much, okay? When you're not in a shoe, you're going to get more of what's called a push-off or a toe-off. So think about that, especially on the ones where we're going, and we're going to do a stride too. Think about that. We want you to think about pushing off. We've talked about the idea of you can develop foot strength in a couple ways. One, never wear shoes ever, which is just not practical for where we are. The second one is to do things like this, and then a little bit later in the training year, we're gonna do some workouts where we're running really fast on a grass field, but we're not ready for that yet. This helps us get to that point. Tommy, looks like you're contemplating something or confused. Okay, cool. Any questions on that? Okay, let's go ahead and get the first one started. Let's get this road on the show, am I right? All right. Ready, and go. But try and get off the ground. What? What? Yeah, I think so. I'm getting one on Friday. Hair's going bye-bye, huh? We're not doing that anymore. Rest. Jay, don't bend your knees as much.
Are you proud of my AP scores? No. He got the car.
There we go.
How does a kid like this get a 4 on AP? That's not making any sense.
Rest. How did Eliza get stuck over here with these idiots?
That's a great question.
10. And river dance.
That's who it was. Nah.
Rest. All right, we're gonna start getting some forward action. Really think about the push off on this one.
Shut up.
No, and go. Push off.
Sorry, man. I don't know how to like me though. I don't see it. Start feeling us. Maybe if we're the same thing. Although you're not all that stuff too. I mean, that ears like this. Just homecoming, bro.
10. Eliza, don't bend your knees so much.
And just have a walk next to it. Falling off.
Amir's making a move on the inside. Rest.
Yeah, but just good at 8th grade dance, bro.
Crossfield stride.
Oh no, bro. Maybe he's back.
All right. Does anybody need a drink? No, we're resting a second. Again, it seems inherently easy. Go as fast as you can, but just because something is relatively simple doesn't mean that the details aren't important, right? We wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't important. So let's make sure that we get it, because there is inherent danger with going as fast as you can possibly can, okay? So this is a fly 30, meaning we're flying into max speed for 30 meters, all right? So we're gonna start at the 110 meter hurdle line, and this is where you start your fly-in. So you're going to come this way, and we're gonna be accelerating, accelerating, accelerating. You guys did a much better job. Walk with me. We're gonna walk through the rep. Walk with me. You guys did a much better job last time of being full speed by this cone, okay? Keep that up. I want you full speed here so that we're working this system all the way up here for 30 meters. You're driving. I had a weird brush burn. We're driving, we're attacking. And then the rep is gonna stop here at this cone, 30 meters. Now, as you are doing it, what are the cues that we mentioned last time? What should we be trying to do while we're doing it?
Doing what? Naturally.
No. Through the rep.
Just naturally have speed.
Right, so you're not trying to force anything, right? You're not getting tight or rigid in all your muscles. You're just letting yourself be fast. Let everything just be smooth through here, right? Let yourself be fast, be relaxed and attack, all right? Not like this, trying to get across the line, just be smooth, 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 okay? We get to here, we don't slam on the brakes, as a couple of you guys said. We're going to slowly decelerate for 20 meters, right? So we're gradually slowing, slowing, slowing. If you hit the brakes, you're really gonna feel it tomorrow. So don't do that. And then you're in a jogging pace by here. All right, so there is another danger that happens here when we get to the rest period. There's two of them. What are the two things that can go wrong during the rest period?
You don't go fast enough. I mean, you go too fast or you don't go long enough.
Right, so Ethan's got it here. So if we don't take 3 to 4 minutes jogging all the way around and coming back through, what can happen?
You can build acid.
Right. The alactic system takes 3 to 4 minutes to recharge 80%. So we want to make sure that we get that. That's what we're trying to train. If we don't give us that time, there's an idea of the acid's going to accumulate. We're going to be working something else. Blowers, you don't know this well enough to be ignoring me. And then we're not going to be training what we want here, okay? We don't want acid. That's later on, about 3 weeks from now is we're going to start training that stuff. And trust me, when you get to it, you'll wish that we were back in this part of the year, okay? And as Ethan also said, and I will say, this is where we've been missing the last little bit. Back to the intervals a couple weeks ago. You have to actually jog in the middle, okay? I need you guys, the aerobic system gets charged with just a little bit more work, okay? So if you're walking, there is a tendency potentially for acid to accumulate, okay? I need you guys to jog in between. Not the this, not the this, actually jogging in between so that any acid that is developing, because as we said the other day, you're developing acid right now, just standing here, right? So if anything were to develop, it would not accumulate. We have to keep that in check with our aerobic system. Everybody got that? Okay? As fast as you can all the way through, at least 3 minutes, 4 would be better. And make sure you're actually jogging, okay? Don't be your worst enemy on this, okay? Let yourself be fast all the way through all of these, okay? We mentioned, those of you guys that have been here for a while, we're gonna do our normal 8 and then time the next 2. Trio, you're doing 6 and then we'll check on you. Audrey, we're gonna have you do 4 and then we'll check on you, okay? We're gonna time the last one. Everybody got it?
Si, senor.
Jay, same thing. I'm only gonna have you do 4 and then we'll check on you, okay? All right? So, we are not waiting for anybody. We're not doing groups. Just go. Go. Just go. Just go. Just go.
Uh-oh, my shoe's already untied. No.
What is that preschool thing? About the rabbit going around the
What
tree?
the heck? Both my shoes.
Do you know how to tie your shoes?
No. Everyone left. I greased you.
The only reason you beat me is you started before me.
No.
I literally had you on that
No.
one. Go. Okay. It's whenever you want. After 3 minutes, you're fine. Come on, Dan, you gotta attack it, buddy. Don't force it, don't force it. Be loose, 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 loose. Drive. Sten it, he got you. Manny, buddy, you gotta be lighter on your feet, Manny. You gotta be lighter on your feet. Shorter steps, Jensen. Remember we talked about it. Come on, girl, quick. Good. 4-3-4, Audrey.
There we go.
Was that good? Jared, you got some competition, buddy. 3-1-9. Yep. Here you go, girl. Drive. What were you last time?
4:45.
You were 4.26 this time.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it looked much faster than the first time out. Very nice, very nice. All right, you guys have...
Were the shoulders okay?
Right up until the very end, when you saw the finish line, you got a little bit up, but most of the rep you were good. It was much better. It looks much better. Yep. Amir, look. Come on, girl, drive. Knee drive. I think last time was a little faster. It was 4.78.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't. You guys don't need to know.
What it was?
You don't need
You were so trying to get your foot down that you weren't driving, so you were taking these little choppy steps. Make sure you watch it. Knee drive. What were you last time? You were 4.72 today. Okay. All right, you guys can start your rep. Go at least 25. You can go as long as 30. Three, 5, 3. Speed. 4-1-1. I'm sorry, 4-4-1. Skid. Three, 8-1. It's not gonna happen if you keep reaching, Jensen. You're going.
I don't know how to do short steps.
Just take your steps shorter. You gotta drive. You're trying to reach. I need you to think knees up. Okay?
I tried to do that time.
Huh?
That's what I tried to do that time.
Okay, we gotta practice it each and every time, even when we're just running slower, okay? Who's up? Five, 6. You were leaning on that one.
Go again, coach.
I don't think so.
What?
3, 6, 7.
Go, man, go.
Drive. 3, 4. That looked fast. 3, 2, 9. Okay, it would have been faster if you had actually like relaxed. All right.
There we go.
Was that good? Jared, you got some competition, buddy. 3-1-9.
There we go.
Drive the knees. Drive, 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 drive. Girl, drive, 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 drive. What's your best time ever, Lexi? 4:11? Not anymore, 4:06. Was that a good clap? 3-1-5. Tack, 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 tack. Was that a good clap? Was that a good clap? 3-6-1. 3-6-1. Good clap?
Let's hear it. No. Here.
Top number. Top number.
3-12, boys!
Alright, so to just take you through what you were seeing there, this is our progress tracker that we have for our Fly 30 workout. Basically, I do the season to season, so over here we've got what their PR was entering the season, and then the amount of times we've done it this season, starting with June 17th. You'll see we usually do it either once a week or every other week, get about 3 or so, maybe 4 of them in each month. This is the one that you just saw here. Yellows indicate somebody's PR, and what I do is I kind of track it week to week. If they improved, I put the number here in parentheses in black. If they got slower from just the week before, if they missed a week, I don't do this, but I indicate that. So I'm really looking for trends here, especially with your distance kids and your middle distance kids. What I'm looking for my distance kids is, are they, generally speaking, getting faster? This is not typically what your distance kids are the absolute strongest at, but you're kind of looking for trends here. So what I'm looking for, I'll take you to right here, is one of our young ladies who's a little bit more on the distance side. She came in at 4.02, and the trends here was, you know, a little bit of progress, and then maybe a little bit less so, and then much better, and then her best time ever, and then we're still better than where we started the season. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in terms of trends, because this is something that they're going to be a little bit more hit or miss on if they're a distance kid. If I'm looking at more of a somebody who's kind of right in the middle, Jared here, who is currently our number 1. I haven't really at first I would say he was more of a distance kid. He's also gone very, quick in his middle distance reps. He's gone 52 and a 400. He's gone 2 flat in our abbreviated track season, which would have been, I think, his 4th meet of the season. So he had a lot of times to go going 2 flat in his 800. So for him, I'm also kind of looking for trends, but he's really been just trending, better every single time. Same time, a little bit faster, got to the teens, and then he ran his fastest time ever in that last rep that you saw of this workout. And you're also kind of looking for, there are some people, you might have one that's way, way faster. So in a vacuum, somebody like Amir here, who came into the season at 3.51, then all of a sudden you see 3.2. Well, was this maybe an anomaly? Was the timing done incorrectly or something like that? But you're also kind of looking for trends. We've got that he, came out and he ran a season PR in his best one, got a little faster, maybe a little bit slower, but that justifies this one being real, and then he PRs again. So again, you're kind of looking for those variations in trend. The young man here who, this was his second day of practice, young man named Jay, just got cleared for us late in the day on Monday, and we did this workout on a Wednesday. Very, very happy with him, going all the way down at 3.19, our third fastest of the day here. Was able to run 40 minutes continuously the day before, so really happy with that. But I'm really just happy with the overall with everybody here. Green, I just did this. This means they ran their season best time, maybe not a lifetime PR, but they ran the best time of the season. And you're seeing all these yellows here. These were people that were not there that week at the very bottom. You're seeing a lot of yellow, a lot of really, really strong performances here. In fact, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've got 20 kids who did the workout. We've got 2 that ran season best times. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 that ran a PR. So of those 20 who ran, we had 11 PRs, so that's 55% of these kids ran the best time of their life. If you add in the 2 that ran season best times and divide that by 20, 13 divided by 20, we get 65% ran their best time of the season. And what does that sort of mean? Well, if I kind of project this out to the entirety of the week, well, what were they doing? Was this just a really easy week? Well, absolutely not. If you see, I'll put in the description, the description down below. They did their first medium hill workout of the week earlier on this same week, and so it 2 days before. So that's really impressive because that's a very challenging workout. I would recommend watching that. It's the first time they did it. That workout really can hit you. And then the next day, the day prior to this, on August 4th, they did a long run of 90 minutes, which is the longest long run I would give any of these high school kids. So somebody like Jay, who had his first day, I shortened him obviously, but the vast majority, Jared, Amir, Ethan, all of these kids who PR, Dane, Ethan, Kevin, Brooke, all of these kids who PR'd ran their longest long run just the day before. They'd run that distance before, but it's not like I took anything off. And so they had a really hard first time workout of the season in the medium hills. They had a long run, and then they came out and they did this, 55% of them running the best time of their life, 65% of them running, their season best time. And if you look at sort of the trends, if you go 1 week before, this is our freshman Matt, he ran his best time. If you had taken that one away, this would have been his best time. So you're seeing the trend in the right direction with him. Thomas, I'm not really sure what happened. It just seemed like things were not really flowing for him, but he ran a really good time a couple weeks prior to that. You look here at Jensen, we're still trying to get back down to this time. If you heard me, he's the young man who I was saying, don't take those long strides. He's kind of gotten away from it, and I need to get him back to shortening things up and getting a little bit more powerful. Alex, as I mentioned here, she ran her PR the week before, so really, really solid. Would have been one of her better times ever just this time if she hadn't run this the week before. So you're seeing a lot of really good general improvement from the group. Overall, we had some people that ran it for the first time ever also, a couple of second time ever, so a really, really strong outing from the group overall. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the one athlete that I'm 100% sure at this point is a middle distance runner is this young lady right here, the fastest of the girls, and you really need to watch these kids in cross country. Our goal with Brooke is for this to be the best cross country season she can have, so we're doing some things that might potentially overwhelm her as more of a middle distance runner. And what this is showing me that she ran her best time ever here. She was away on vacation and did monitor herself when she was gone. And then she ran her best time ever, even though we had, as I said, those really hard workouts, a lot of volume. So, it's working seemingly for everybody. Your more distance kids are having that general trend down. Jared, as I mentioned, and even Amir is kind of like Jared, in which I don't know exactly what he is. I think Jay is going to be a middle distance runner. Came out and did that on his first time ever. And then Brooke here, as the one true, I'm absolutely sure, middle distance runner we have, is still improving. So it's working for everybody in what we're doing. And this is just one metric, obviously. We're obviously measuring things like VO2 max progression and things like that. But in this metric, it shows that it's sort of working for everybody. We're running more miles than a lot of these kids have ever run in their life, but they're still getting faster. Fly 30s is a really good test of overall foot speed. So that's really sort of shows that it's not just about miles. There's other things that you can get in here. The miles are really important, obviously, but here's something that's totally different than what they're usually used to, and they're still improving in this metric also. So if you like this video, please think about liking or subscribing. As I mentioned, I put that Medium Hills video in the description down below if you want to check that out. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments down below. And until next time, this has been Coachy TV.